SD-WAN is software-defined networking. To understand SD-WAN, let's look a little bit at legacy networks. So MPLS comes to mind, 25-year-old technology, suited for what it was back in the day. And it was a very static technology. In that 25-year period, we've seen cloud come out as a new technology, and that was virtualization. 10 years later, using the very similar concept of software-defined type environments for getting the efficiency out of hardware, outrose SD-WAN. I'm Neval Sewlal. I head up the enterprise solutions for Vodacom Business. You install a SD-WAN routing device at the end of the fiber. Once that's installed, it interfaces directly into the cloud. It finds the brain of the network, which is the orchestrator, and that orchestrator orchestrates the entire network for you. It's using software to convert hardware. Once you move to the software layer, there's a lot more that you can do. Introduce AI, introduce other types of services where you don't have to depend on physical hardware. Previously, you'll have to configure each site to sort of show it where it needs to route to and how it needs to get there. As soon as a site has a router available, the entire network's up and running. So they refer to it as zero-touch provisioning. It's literally placing down that routing device, and an entire network can be set up within minutes. You couldn't add, for example, a broadband link into a legacy network. And this is exactly what the software-defined piece of SD-WAN does for us. We're utilizing the storage, the compute from our servers a lot better because we've got more control. So software now supersedes what hardware used to do for you. There's security built into SD-WAN. As you add other components like SASE, which is a security services architecture, it enhances that. Every data packet is now encrypted. You have that flexibility with the SD-WAN licenses to have additional security built into that network. Now we're looking at artificial intelligence from a network operational perspective, from a service management perspective, where it's more dynamic as to how we manage your network. One of our largest retailers came to us and wanted to have CCTV footage at every of their 2,000 stores. We introduced SD-WAN. We used multiple different broadband links, including some LTE links, and we were able to give this customer the solution that they wanted, CCTV at each store, with tenfold the bandwidth at a 20% reduction compared to the MPLS costs. And I think that's where networking has come back into the fore, and it's now a leader in terms of setting up the platform. Once that platform is in play, then you can utilize the new advancements like artificial intelligence and cloud and other services. Without that solid platform, you're not going to have a reliable end-to-end solution. There's some futuristic vendors that have announced intent-based networking, which is utilizing SD-WAN, but utilizing it in a format where you give it your intent and the network autonomously caters for it. So for example, at month end, you want to allocate more bandwidth, allocate more resources to payroll, for example. You tell the network that. Previously, you have to configure a whole lot of devices, especially on MPLS. You need to configure the entire network, including classes of service and other means to get that done. Now with SD-WAN and migrating into intent-based networking, you literally just tell the network that allocate more resources in this particular time period so that we can run payroll more efficiently. From a cloud perspective and from a security perspective, 80% of enterprise customers will now move to a single platform, which is a single vendor, just to get that convergence to assist them in their businesses. And that's where we're heading, into a place where you have a single pane of glass and you can monitor your network, your LAN, your WAN, your business value that data is adding for you. Together, let's build the extraordinary.